Hello guys, and welcome to our first Fossil Friday video. These videos should give me an opportunity to show you some of my favorite fossils. I'm hopefully going to try and do one of these every week, but if I don't manage that, they might become bi-weekly. So in our last video we looked at Tyrannosaurus rex, where it was discovered, when it was discovered, and how it was named. So I thought for our first video it would be a good idea to show you some T-Rex fossils. Now, almost everybody knows of T-Rex and what the animal looked like, so I'm not going to spend too much time really describing it. But it was a large theropod dinosaur, one of the biggest theropod dinosaurs, and it lived right at the end of the Cretaceous period. Fossils of Tyrannosaurus rex have been found since the late 1800s, and it was first described in the early 1900s. And its fossils are found in western North America. At the time, the continent of North America was split into two by the Western Interior Seaway. So you had Laramidia to the west and Appalachia to the east. T-Rex lived in what was then Laramidia, so that's why fossils of T-Rex are found in the western states. Two of the best known rock formations where T-Rex fossils are found are the Hell Creek Formation and the Lance Formation. Now, these rock formations were laid down at the end of the Cretaceous period, roughly 65.5 to 68 million years ago, and they mostly preserve an environment that consists of rivers and deltas that led out into the Western Interior Seaway. And there are a lot of well-known dinosaurs found in these rock formations, such as Triceratops, Pachycephalosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Ankylosaurus, and of course what we're going to be looking at today, Tyrannosaurus rex. So let's not waste any time and let's have a look at some T-Rex teeth. Here's our first tooth. It's quite a small tooth by T-Rex standards. Now, like all dinosaurs, T-Rex shed its teeth throughout its life. So a tooth in the jawline would be used for a while, and then over time the root of that tooth would be dissolved by the gums, and a tooth lying below in the jaw would push out the tooth that was in the jawline, and it would have a fresh tooth. Now, most of the teeth that are found are the teeth that were shed, because a dinosaur would shed loads of teeth over its lifetime. Sometimes rooted teeth are found. If a rooted tooth is found, then that implies it was in the jaw of the animal when it died, and that's obviously much rarer. In this case, this is a tooth that was almost certainly shed. It could have lost its root, but more than likely it was shed by the dinosaur. It was found in a couple of pieces and it's been stuck back together, but it's a really nice little tooth. T-Rex had serrations on both edges. So we have nice serrations down here on the distal edge. We still have some here, a little chunk missing on the mesial edge, but nice strong serrations. And overall T-Rex teeth are quite robust. They had to be quite robust and thick because T-Rex had a very powerful bite. Of living animals, alligators and crocodiles have one of the strongest bites, but neither compared to the kind of bite that T-Rex had, hence the really thick bone-crushing teeth. So let's have a look at another tooth. Another nice little tooth here, similar, found in a few pieces which have been stuck back together, but it's lost some of its enamel, but it still has nice serrations on both edges. You can still see most of the serrations on the mesial edge. A little bit more worn, but still a very nice tooth. Again, nice and robust. Now let's have a look at a nice big chunky T-Rex tooth tip. Good enamel on this tooth. I don't know whether the tooth broke off during feeding. Sometimes that's why you'll just find tips and broken teeth, or it may have broken after fossilization. I really can't tell with this one, but a really nice big chunky tooth, and gives you a good idea of how big the teeth could get. Now let's go to our biggest tooth, and this is probably one of my favorite fossils that we've got at the moment. This is a nice big T-Rex tooth. Really, really chunky. You can see down inside the tooth here, a little bit of the root still remaining, which is why you've got this nice cavity in here. And probably the oddest thing about this tooth, while you've still got this nice strip of serrations down here, you haven't got any serrations on the back, because it's got a very heavy wear facet from feeding wear on the one side of the tooth, so it's actually made the tooth quite an odd shape. These marks on the tooth's enamel are actually plant root etchings, so you'll see this quite common in teeth. It's where the roots of plants have gone down into the soil, they've rested up against the tooth, and they've etched into the enamel of the tooth and left these little grooves and marks. Personally, I love this on teeth because it makes the teeth a little bit more unique. So yeah, that's the biggest tooth we have at the moment. And then we'll look at two smaller teeth, but these are different because the teeth come from the front of the jaw. So in the case of teeth from the front of the jaw, the mesial serrations have migrated around to this side. And these are probably premaxillary teeth or teeth which were adjacent. And I really like these kind of teeth. This is an example of a tip from one of these teeth. It would have been a very large tooth when it was complete. And this is a smaller one, but still lots of nice detail on there, some really nice enamel. When it comes to fossil teeth, the enamel actually preserves, so this isn't something that's been replaced by minerals in the sediment, because enamel is so tough. This is actually the original enamel from the tooth. It has actually been discolored over time by the minerals in the sediment, but the enamel still remains the original enamel from the tooth, which is really cool. That's a really cool thing about fossil teeth. And finally, we just show you the last one. This is another example where the tooth tip is broken off. It's much more common to find a broken tooth like this than a complete tooth. If you're lucky, you'll sometimes find the whole tooth and it can be pieced back together. But still, I mean, if you're into buying fossils and you're going to buy a T-Rex tooth, it's a very expensive purchase just because of how popular T-Rex teeth are, and they're relatively rare as well. Just to give you an idea, the best study that's been done shows that Tyrannosaurs made up around 4% of the dinosaurs found in the Hell Creek Formation, so the teeth and fossils of T-Rex are quite rare. Combine that with the fact that T-Rex is a very popular dinosaur, so people who want to collect dinosaur fossils are instantly drawn to T-Rex. They can be quite expensive to purchase. But then when it comes to teeth like this, which are missing the tip, they are far more affordable. They're still expensive, but far more affordable than buying a complete tooth. And still a really nice tooth, and gives you a very good idea how big these teeth could get. And a final word, if you're into collecting dinosaur teeth, you'll know that a dinosaur called Nanotyrannus is also found in the Hell Creek Formation and Lance Formation. There's a lot of debate as to whether Nanotyrannus is actually a separate dinosaur, or if it just represents a juvenile form of Tyrannosaurus rex. There's still a lot of debate around that. Personally, I think there were two separate dinosaurs. I can at least clearly distinguish between the teeth of Tyrannosaurus rex and Nanotyrannus. I've been privileged enough to handle hundreds, if not maybe 1,000 Tyrannosaur teeth, partials and hool from these formations over the years, and the difference between most T-Rex and Nanotyrannus teeth seems quite clear. Often you'll find with Nanotyrannus teeth, they'll, for a start, be sleeker than T-Rex teeth. The serrations will usually be finer than T-Rex teeth. They'll also have little dimples near the base of the teeth, whereas Tyrannosaurus rex teeth don't usually have these. So yeah, I'm quite comfortably in the camp of they were two separate dinosaurs, but I'm obviously open to having my mind changed on that. But all the teeth I've shown you here are 100% Tyrannosaurus rex teeth. Very robust, thick teeth with wide bases, and this is definitely the kind of tooth I would recommend you look out for if you're into fossil collecting and you're looking to buy a T-Rex tooth. It's a very expensive purchase. You don't want to end up buying a Nanotyrannus tooth by mistake, because they're typically worth far less than T-Rex teeth. They're not as popular with collectors, even though Nanotyrannus was in its own right a very impressive dinosaur, very cool. T-Rex teeth usually come with a high price tag, so I would definitely recommend you visit websites such as the Fossil Forum, have a look around on there for advice. I know there's lots of great articles that have been posted by contributors on there. Definitely check that out. And if you want any advice from us, feel free to drop us a message. We're always happy to help you out. Doesn't matter whether you're looking to buy a fossil from somebody else or from us. If you're not sure about something, drop us a message and I'll help you out where I can. But yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you'd like to see anything in future videos, or if you have any questions, as always, leave a comment below. And if you think you might like to purchase your own dinosaur fossil, check out our website. It's www.dinofossils.co.uk. Until next time, bye!